Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mary. If you are coming by for the first time, you're welcome. And if you are an old subscriber or you watch my movies, you're welcome. Today we are making a melon soup for pounded yam, for any kind of fufu or swallow, like we call it in Africa. And you can even eat this like the soup with yam or anything you want to eat it with. But today I'm gonna make the melon soup. In my culture, we call it also egusi soup. Right here, I have in the mortar my egusi. I added the, 1 cube of maggi and some hot water because I want it to be a little, you know, chunky, not too like, lumpy, but I want it a little lumpy. So that's why I prepared it with hot water and some maggi bouillon ready to go right here. Okay, I have here for my protein dried shrimp, oven dried shrimp, and I have a snail that I got from Asian store. I like that, since I don't have periwinkle, this gives me that vibe of periwinkle. I would suggest whenever you buy your, you know, this small snail from Asian store, they will say pre-cooked. Don't be food. Always wash it and take out all the dirt, like the dirt from it. Don't just dump it in your food thinking that it's already cleaned out. No, you clean it. So right here I have my shredded stockfish and my dried fish. Then spinach already washed. Everything is already washed, pre-cooked. I usually have my onion peels right here because I have a home garden that I want to dump it on. Some kind of organic manure. I don't like throwing them out. I have my salt, pepper, and Maggi cubes if I need to. And I already have my onions, the red one, squared, cut. And the white one, I'm gonna blend it with the red bell pepper because that's what gives my cooking the red color. As I don't like cooking sometimes with red oil. The oil of the day is gonna be my extra virgin oil. So let me turn on the heat and start the process. So I'm gonna add like 2 tablespoons of 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Yep, 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Then add my red already cut onion to start blanching. I'm big on you know preps, like all these proteins are already prepped. That way I don't waste too much time in the kitchen because I cook a lot. So while the onion is blanching, I have the heat on it. I'm gonna start blending this bell pepper, red bell pepper, and white onions, which is gonna give my soup the red color I want since I'm not using palm oil. I already washed my hands, everything pretty clean. I'm gonna add some warm water. Warm water. And blend. Mhm. Let's see. This is the blended bell pepper. Yeah, let the onion blanch for like 5 5 minutes to blanch. Then you add the blended bell pepper and white onions for taste and color. I'm gonna add some warm water to take the rest of the things. Just a little warm water. I already have boiled water in case I need to top up water in my cooking. Yep, all done. So you cover to cook for like 10 to 15 minutes because bell pepper is a sweetener kind of. Let it cook for 10 minutes at least. Like I told you, this is my melon seed blended. Have a bouillon on it. Why I did it this way, because I want to make sure it's all mixed in with hot water. That way it's gonna come up chunky, like some lumps. I don't want it to be like all I want to see some lumps on the egusi soup. Some lumps, not too lumpy, but just a little chunky lumps. All right, let me take this out of the way because I'm gonna use my hand already washed to dish it in there. I have in my mind simple wine, nothing hard. Mhm. Not too sweet. Let me get this melon ready. Make some very little chunks. Make sure you wash your hand very well. Mhm. Don't mind the little noise you hear. My husband is on another side doing his job. You might be hearing some noise. I'm sorry about that. In the meantime, if you are new here, please subscribe. Okay? Subscribe, share. I will appreciate some comments. Let me use my left hand to dab my face. Subscribe, share, give me some comments. Okay, so let's start putting the melon seed blended, mixed with bouillon to taste. Okay, you make sure your melon seed blended cook at least 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how dry it was before it was blended. You want it well cooked because if you don't cook it well, people who know will know that the soup is not well done. You see the lumps? Yep, yep. See the lumps? That's the way I liked it. I like it. Sometimes, see that lump? Mm, yep. So it's time to dump all the proteins. Here is my pre-cooked snail, clean from Asian store. Always clean it. Don't be fooled with that pre-cooked thing. When I dump all the protein, this is the dried shrimp, oven dried, seasoned, all in. Then the stockfish, washed, pre-cooked, because I do a lot of cooking, so I cook most of my protein so that way I don't spend so much time in the kitchen. I do a lot of cooking. Then the dried fish, ready to go in. And if you want it to be a little more red, like reddish, you can add more bell pepper, but I just did this with two bell peppers. And sometimes I indulge and I use the red oil. But today, I'm just showing you can use red oil. But today, I just used bell pepper to give it this red color because I used olive oil to cook this soup. All right, the last thing to go in will be the spinach, but I'm gonna let this protein marinate. Let me add some pepper. I'm using dried pepper, but you can use the scotch bonnet. That will give it more taste, a different kind of vibe, but I don't care. I don't really mind using dry pepper because that's what I have. I cook a lot. Then I already put in like my maggi cube when I was, preparing the melon seed blended. So I'm gonna be careful with my salt because most of these things has salt in them. The fish, the shrimp, all of them, I marinated them and oven dried them, so they have some sodium in it. So I'm gonna be careful so that I don't over salt the soup. Don't you see it's coming out good? So I'm gonna let it simmer for like 5 to 10 minutes. Then I come back and add the spinach. You can use any vegetable of choice, but mine is spinach today. You can use bitter leaf. Okay, this soup is turning out good. You see? Let me test whether I need to add some salt. I like the taste. I like how it is. Time for the spinach, which is the last thing to go in. Yeah, let the spinach cook for like 5 minutes so that it will still be green. You see how tiny lumps. So I'm gonna dish out the soup right now. It's done. The soup is ready. Let's go. More soup, less fufu. That's the trick to maintaining your weight. More soup, more of the proteins, vegetables. Let me turn off the heat and see you on the other side. Thank you for watching. Come back for more videos. Share, subscribe, like, comment. Bye.